Okay, I thank all of you for participating in the polls, and I see we do have some young people with us tonight, and I'm very happy about that because I want to share Harriet Tubman and her stories with our young people so that they know a little bit more about her than just the Underground Railroad. And all of us can see how Harriet Tubman could be a great mentor for us to learn a lot about leadership, love, compassion, and being someone that leaves a legacy. So again, thank you for being here this evening. I have been working with um, people teaching the Harriet Tubman program using Harriet Tubman stories for over 20 years now. And I always am excited to hear people say how much they appreciate Harriet Tubman and what she has done. And so that's why we're here tonight so that I can share with you even some more information on how we can use Harriet Tubman stories to teach others and to help our young people tonight appreciate so many things that they have in their life. Our 30-minute lesson from Harriet Tubman. First of all, I want to ask you, we're asked if you had an attitude of gratitude. And if you don't, well, when you're not feeling like you have that attitude, maybe just want to dance like this guy here. The dancing bear, showing that he has a great attitude. All our lessons are from my Harriet Tubman book, 30 Lessons from Love, Leadership, and Legacy. And this evening's lesson is from chapter 30, Be Grateful. All my chapters begin with a quote, and this is the one from this chapter. Choosing to be positive and having a grateful attitude is going to determine how you're going to live your life. And that's from Joe Osteen, which many of us recognize his name as a pastor. So let's hear the story Harriet Tubman has to share tonight. And you listen for the different ways that she expresses gratitude.
See, I always come back here to Maryland, get my folks as many as I could. And I go from Maryland on up to Delaware, and then on over to Pennsylvania. Then I cross on over to New Jersey, New York, and I couldn't keep my people safe down here in New York because they passed that fugitive slave law. They can come all the way up here and take folks back. So I just kept on going and took my peoples up to Canada, where they be safe. That's right. And I can go through some shoes, you know that, doing all them miles. And that's why I always was appreciating my friend, Mr. Thomas Garrett. Did y'all know him? Mr. Thomas Garrett, he was a Quaker man, kind-hearted man he was. He lived in Wilmington, Delaware. And when I get to Mr. Garrett's house, everybody with me get a new pair of shoes. Don't you know about 3,000 folks came through his place from slavery to freedom? That's a whole lot of people. He spent about 40 years of his life helping slaves. He sure did. Now, he was a kind-hearted man. I always wear his black suit and his vest and his bow tie. And always had a nice warm handshake. You just know that you was welcome in his place. He sure was. And I remember, I had 3 big husky men traveling with me. And we was going on up in the forest, and it was snowing. And all of a sudden, my heart went to pounding. That let me know the Lord was trying to talk to me. Jordan always stopped to listen to the Lord when he was trying to talk to me. Because he told me, he said, Harry, get off this road. So I said, come on, Jordan, we got to get off this road. And so we headed on through the woods. A neck of the woods I ain't been through before. Sure, it was so cold that night. We came to the river. Oh, I could see that ice trying to form on the top of that river. I looked all up and down that riverbank. Wasn't no bridge, wasn't no boats. I knows we had to wade across. Well, the men folks, they scared, so they stood on the banks and see what was going to happen to me. And I headed out. Then I remember something my grandmother had told me. She said, don't check the depth of the river with 2 feet. I stuck 1 foot out there and my foot sunk down in that muddy water. But I knowed I had to keep going. And I kept on going and it was so cold. I went to pray and I said, oh Lord, you done been with me 6 troubles. Don't leave me on the 7th. Water kept getting higher. Got to my neck, but it didn't go no higher. And I got on over. The men folks, they followed. We kept on going, and we came to another stream, and we had to go across that one too. Well, then the Lord let me know, go on down this way, and pretty soon we could see a lantern in a cabin. I didn't know who was in that cabin, but the Lord told me to go in and knock. And there was a little colored lady there, about my size. She opened the door and let us come in, and we stayed there all night. I was so grateful, sure. I ain't had no money with me on this trip. I wanted to pay her for helping us. Well, the next morning, she fixed us a nice breakfast, and she had dried all my clothes up, and she gave me my woolen underwear that I had on. She said, oh, Miss Harriet, these some nice underwear. I said, baby, you just keep them. I just paid her with my underwear. But I tell you, children, when we got on to the next station and I found out, as we stayed on that road, the patrollers was down there waiting for us. I said, Lord, if you ain't been on my side, where would I be? Where would I be if you ain't been with me?
If it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? I wanna know now, where would I be? You know he took my enemies away. He let the sun shine through a cloudy day. He rocked me in the cradles of his arms when he knew I had been battered and scorned. So if it had not been for the Lord on my side, tell me where would I be? I wanna know now, where would I be?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where would I be? Where would we all be without the Lord on our side? So this little story and song, I want to thank James Brown, my husband, who sings to part of our program. You can hear the applause of the audience. That's another way of people expressing their gratitude for someone. And also, remember, when you have gratitude and you want to show someone your appreciation, it doesn't always have to be money that you might give them. You might give them something that's precious to you, but you can see that they could benefit from it and appreciate from it, like Harriet Tubman's nice woolen underwear. So tonight, with that story and this song, and tonight we're really going to talk about how to teach our children to be grateful, how to have gratitude. I found this very interesting blog post, and I just want to give you some of the pointers from the article. It talks about the research and evidence the benefits of gratitude, teaching our children to say thank you, ask gratitude questions, perform acts of kindness, model gratitude, family gratitude projects, establish a gratitude ritual, and looking for the silver lining. The research is very interesting. It says that as young as age 5, children who have learned to be grateful are happier little children. So yes, I know we all are start early to teach our children to say thank you. That's a good thing. We want to continue to do that. Having them learn to say thank you is an important way to get them to learn about being grateful. Grateful children are happier children. We find that at younger ages, 11 to 13, or even as the children get older into their teen age, you can find that they're happier, they're more satisfied with their life. You know, teenagers can find many things to not be happy about, but if they've learned along the way as growing up to be grateful, then it pays off. They'll have less envy, less depression, less looking at the other people and wishing they were where they are, what they have. So this is an important lesson for all of us, even us as adults. If you're feeling grateful, you're going to sleep better. You're going to live longer. Those are great benefits. Now, parents in general, 85% of parents teach their children to say thank you. But where are you on this percentage as far as going a little further? Are you encouraging your children to show gratitude besides just saying thank you? What are some things that they can do beyond that to show gratitude? When children get gifts, they say thank you right away, but have you ever asked your child how that gift really made them feel? Were they really, really happy about it? Did they make them think about it and remember the experience and who gave it to them? And maybe ask why they think someone gave them that gift. Was it because they deserved it so much, or because they wanted to have them to have it? And hopefully they can appreciate that what they've been given is something to be grateful for. Teaching our children to say thank you. You know, it says feeling gratitude and not expressing it. It's like wrapping the present and not giving it. William Arthur Ward. Teaching our children to say thank you is the first step. And, you know, we remind them all the time, and it may sound like they're not really that into being thankful. We keep on reminding them, because eventually they're going to start understanding more that saying thank you is a great way to show your gratitude. Okay, these are some other pointers from the blog posting. This is the information from North Carolina, Chapel Hill, where they looked at raising grateful children and divided into 4 different categories of things to consider. First, noticing. Teaching the children to notice the things that they have to be grateful for. What do they have in their closet full of clothes, or their friends they have, the school they get to go to, or just the fact that they are able to sleep in a nice warm bed. These are things they need to be able to remind them to be appreciative of. Thinking about why you've been given those things and who gave them to you. How do they make you feel, and how do you express your feelings of gratitude? And what can you do to express appreciation? Maybe cleaning up the dishes without mom asking you to, or at least not grumping about it if it's your turn. Hugs are always a great way to show appreciation. This is another little prompt to how to get the conversation started with your children. This is a nice list of things that you can just, while you're casually talking to your child, remind them, asking them, what was your favorite thing that happened this week? What was something that someone did nice for you? You know, having them think about those things. That's an important way to help our kids learn to be more grateful. Performing acts of kindness, donating the toys that they're not playing with anymore, helping other kids as they might need to get helped up from a fall. You know, you'll be surprised how many kids would just walk past and laugh at someone who might have fallen or something like that. Also, helping children learn their responsibility to the community. You know, they may not have been the litter bug, but they can be helpful with the community to eliminate the trash on the streets and see the benefit for both themselves feeling good about it and the place where they live looking so much better. And planting trees is a great way for someone to practice acts of kindness. It's going to benefit them so many ways and let them know that they're a part of the solution for a healthier earth. Model gratitude. And you know, Mrs. Obama is a great model for many things. She says here, we learned about gratitude and humility, that so many people had a hand in our success, from the teachers who inspired us to the janitors who kept our schools clean. And we were taught to value everyone's contributions and treat everyone with respect. This is a great lesson for us to teach our children. And I think about on the news now with the virus, we hear so much about the first line workers, the doctors, the nurses that are working so hard. Have you ever thought about the house cleaning people, the janitorial people, the kitchen staff that are preparing the meals? There's so many people behind the scenes in the hospital that are working hard. There is no hospital anywhere that can function without their cleaning service, their janitorial services. So we need to remember those people too and respect what they do and be grateful for them as well. Family gratitude projects. So this goes back to the book. Of course, it'd be great if you read the book, 30 Lessons in Love, Leadership, and Legacy, and read it with the family, because this is just one example of the great lessons that they can learn from Harriet Tubman. In this chapter, and by the way, some of you might have gone to my website. On the blog post of the website, I did actually put a copy of this 30 lesson number 30, Be Grateful. All the lessons are very short, so you can read it in 5 minutes. But these questions are at the end of the lesson. What are you grateful for? So the whole idea is to jot down your thoughts about how this lesson applies to your own life. What can you do to develop that attitude of gratitude? You can see the benefits of having it. What can you do to show that you appreciate the people in your life? So these are things that you can work on with your family as a project. Here's another one, establishing gratitude ritual. So I did a little search on my dictionary and to find all the words I could find that mean grateful or gratitude, and made a little heart shape with them. So this is just another thing that you can do with your children, just helping each other find words and maybe make some graphic art with it. Words of gratitude, thankfulness, beholden. All those are words that we want to keep in our hearts and express them. The silver lining. Now, the silver lining, a lot of children may not know where that saying comes from, but they say all clouds have a silver lining. So don't be upset because it's raining. Enjoy the rain, appreciate the rain. It may not be what you wanted, but it's definitely something that we do need. So that's the silver lining. Kids need to learn how to be grateful even if things aren't going their way. How many of you know about the kid president? Well, this is Robbie Novak, and he is just a cutest little thing as I could find on the web, on YouTube, to give us some reasons that he's grateful. Now, this is an older video. He's a little older than this now, but I'm going to share with you and closing with 25 things that the kid president is thankful for.
Let's be real. Some days are hard. So I made this list of awesome things I'm thankful for. Yeah. Sometimes I need reminding that things are not all that bad. So I wanted to share a few because you guys are my friends. It's great to be alive. And here's some reminders why. There's fun, bubble wrap. When cats do their tongue, like this. I'm also thankful for the little paw pads like the cats and dogs have and the sound it makes. Oh, man. I love them. Hey, turn that back on. Oh, no. Change it. Ah, there, that's better. Music is magical. It can make anything better. Right? Music can make a video better. The same goes with life. Singing. I pop that. Singing. If something's boring, just sing it, and that will make it better. Watching paint dry. It's really cool. Old people still hold hands. Clouds that look like stuff. One time I saw a cloud that looked like an airplane, and I realized it was an airplane. Imagination. Without it, we wouldn't have airplanes, no internet, pants. We gotta wear them, because if we didn't, it'd be so off. Pants. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Funny. Clothes with funny names, like Windbreaker. Birthday cake. No reason at all cake. Just cake. Sorry, we filmed this while I was hungry. Forgiveness! Okay, President, I ain't perfect. Ain't a word. We all mess up. Come on. Don't mess up and forget to forgive all the mess ups. Thankful plants undergo photosynthesis, using the energy from the sun to convert carbon dioxide to oxygen, providing us with the air we need to do things like this. I'm bored. Morgan Freeman's voice. Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman. I'm working on it. My voice is changing, but it hasn't changed that much. Big, I go. I know, I already said food, but this is my list and my rules. Happiness. Sadness. Sadness isn't bad. It helps you know what you care about. People. Sometimes people can be really people, and we need each other. Life's better with people in it. Family, friends, you, just being alive. Sometimes we forget how it's just great to be alive. We're breathing. Some days are tough, but we got a lot to be thankful for. We just have to look for it sometimes. They say if you have food in your fridge, clothes on your back, and a place to sleep, you're richer than 75% of the world. I did not know that. So what would you add to the list? Let me know. Share this video with someone you're really thankful for. Oh, and of course, also this. Dancing! I'm not thankful for all of you. Seriously, thanks for giving us and the whole world a reason to dance. So what are you thankful for? Let me know. KPF. Keep going.
30-minute lesson with Harriet Tubman. I appreciate you being here this evening, and I hope that you and your children will count your blessings with your great attitude of gratitude. And I look forward to speaking with you in March. March 31st will be the fourth or the last Wednesday of the month. We will talk about support women, lesson 24. If you like to read ahead, the book is available at Amazon or from my website. If you order from the website, I'll be shipping it to you directly, and I will sign your book for you. It's a great gift, and just keep in mind that Mother's Days and graduations and just great times for people to have a good book to read. Think about Harriet Tubman. March 10th is Harriet Tubman Day. I'm thinking about what I could do special around that time. So look forward to having some type of email contact from me to remind you of this special day through Women's History Month. Thank you again and have a great evening.